lost in the darkness of the mountain. It was 7 p.m. My friends and I decided to go hiking in the mountain, a trail that, according to the guide, seemed short and simple. It was supposed to take no more than 2 hours, but none of us knew we were stepping into a place from which we would never return. Everything was going smoothly. The trees swayed in the wind, the sun set on the horizon, and the sky slowly turned to a dusty shade. Nothing seemed unusual.
This will be the last time I come to this mountain, but it's so beautiful here. I don't know why I've always been running from it.
After about an hour, darkness began to envelop the land. At first it was gradual, as if everything was going as planned, but it was at that moment that I felt something had changed, something hidden in this mountain.
The air is getting really cold.
We looked around and saw the trees and rocks beginning to shift. It was as if something was moving in the darkness.
We need to get out of here. Something isn't right. The sky was completely dark now. We could see nothing except vague shadows moving toward us from every direction. When we turned on our flashlights, we saw nothing but dry trees and cold rocks. But something in those shadows was beyond our understanding. Something's wrong here.
Once more, we heard the ghostly sounds of the trees. This time, a scream echoed in the mountains. We all fell silent. Only the wind screamed around us, and we could see nothing but fear and confusion. We turned to look, and something in the darkness was moving. It sounded like a body being dragged across the stones. One of my friend's eyes widened in terror.
What is that sound? There's something here that shouldn't be.
Our legs felt heavy, our footsteps echoed through the mountain, our hearts pounding with fear. We were all too scared to speak. We were trapped in some kind of nightmare.
Run! We need to get out of here.
The mountain seemed to tremble like a living creature. We could hear screams as if they were rising from deep within the mountain itself.
Run! We need to get out of here.
One of my friends ran toward the higher ground, but in the darkness, everything seemed the same. Paths disappeared one after another. The trees, the rocks, everything blended together. The more we ran, the more lost we became. The unmistakable sound of something moving toward us in the darkness. Something was coming closer. It felt like strange, shapeless creatures moving in the dark. Their eyes glowed in the shadows, but their voice was swallowed by the night. Suddenly, a bright light emerges from the darkness. A storm-like sound echoes from afar like the roar of the sea. In that moment, a blinding light burst from the heart of the mountain. We all closed our eyes against the light. For a few seconds, everything went silent, and when we opened our eyes again, the darkness was gone. In front of us stood an ancient, glowing temple. The doors of the temple slowly opened, and a soft, soothing voice came from within.
You were lost, but you found your way.
All the fear we had felt vanished in an instant. In the heart of the mountain, a miracle had happened. We had reached a sacred, magical temple, a place where no human had ever set foot. A being from within the temple emerged and said,
To come to this place, you had to pass many trials. Now you have discovered the truth of this mountain.
And in that moment, all our fears disappeared. The mountain that once seemed a place of terror and confusion was now where we found truth and light. There was no longer any darkness or being lost. We had found a home that we would never forget. The peaceful breeze among the trees, the sound of nature returning to life. The end.